Good morning. How are we all today? I've got like this OCD thing where I need to check it's recording. It is indeed. Right, so good morning today. I wanted to, this is the last one, this is number 3. My haven't they flown by. And I wanted to make this one just a little bit gentle, but so that you feel almost powerful with it. So it's alright to beat your body up all the time, and actually to some extent sometimes that can be quite meditative, to feel like your body is working and to feel like you're getting lots of benefit out of your practices. It almost feels like your practice wouldn't be a practice without some hardship. So I'm going to sort of scratch that ego a little bit, because I'm the same. I like to push hard. You know, you don't go off running miles and miles if you're not a person that likes to feel that sort of work in your body. But what I wanted to do was just add in a little bit of core work and also for our last session, and because we've been practicing, I mean, it's got to be a year now that we've been almost religiously coming to these practices on Zoom. We've got to be close to there, if not haven't been there. I want to as well give you some point by point, just check-ins with your warriors and things like that. So I'm going to give you some more alignment, questions, so that you can check that when you're in your warrior 1, your posture is right, over to your warrior 2. I won't spend too much time on it, but it is really good just to recap and just go, am I doing this right? Because I'm not in a room with you and I can't pull you into position like we would have done once upon a time. It's important that I teach you how to pull yourself and adjust yourself into that position. Okay, so we are going to start laying down today. So if you want to take a nice just sort of laid down position, as flat as you can. If you do struggle laying flat on the floor, put a pillow under your bottom. It just sort of takes the emphasis, or just a rolled up towel. It just takes the emphasis off trying to keep yourself nice and flat. Taking your arms out to the sides on the floor and just around to the top of your head. So your head is now in between your arms. And just let them drop down to the mat. So your palms are going to face skyward. And just let your arms rest on the floor behind your head. And feel for that stretch between the tops of your fingertips down to the top tips of your toes. And I want you to push your right arm away from you. Push your right leg away from you. Give yourself a nice side body stretch there. Inhale. And as you exhale, gently bring it to center. Going on to the other side, push your left arm away, your left leg away, just stretching down that side body, just feeling from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. And exhale, bring it back to center. And now we're going to push both of them away, hands away, heels away, really stretch into that body. Push into your heels now, squeeze your bottom, try and lift your hips off the floor. Squeezing, inhale, keeping those hips lifted. Exhale, keep it lifted, inhale, and exhale, drop it down. Deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale with a sigh. Inhale deeply. Open your mouth, exhale with a sigh. Inhale, arms rise up to the sky. And I want you to push the right arm away a little bit higher than the left. And then try and slide that left arm a little higher than the right. Fingertips, and keep it going. So as if you're trying to climb an imaginary ladder with your fingers. Just really reaching through those shoulders, keeping your bottom and everything onto the floor. And then relax your shoulders down, interlink your fingers, turn your palms to face the sky and push the world away from you. Inhale. And as you exhale, take those arms either side of your ears one more time. And then push the wall behind you away from you, really opening out into the parts underneath, like your armpits and down by your back. And And also bringing awareness to the tension that you might be feeling in your wrists there. You know, with the technology these days, we tend to hold a lot of stress in our wrists. Our hands are having to do a lot more than they used to. Inhale, arms rise up to the sky. And as you exhale, float them down either side of your body. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose, into your belly, feel your belly rise. Add a sip more. Open your mouth and exhale. Inhale deeply, full body breath into your tummy, down each of your legs. Add a sip more. Open your mouth. Exhale. And now you're going to pull the base of your left foot to the floor, and then we're just going to pull your right knee in towards your tummy. Give it a nice squeeze there. And then taking the tip of your knee, I want you to draw circles with that right knee. And really exaggerate it, so going onto the side of that right bottom there, just starting to get a little bit of a loosening in that bottom, in that hip. Inhale to center, taking the right foot on the top of your left knee. And then you're going to pull your left knee in towards you, thread your right arm between your legs, and then you can reach up to grab hold of the shin or behind the leg. Or if you're a little bit more flexible today, you can reach up to your toes. I'm not there today. So just feeling into your best posture, remembering that it's early on in the practice and that we know there's no need today to force anything. Your hard work is done for the week. Let's just listen to your body, stretch it out. And just starting to gently rock side to side. Then releasing your arms. So bring your arms out to the side. You can either stack your knees here or just let your feet just drop over to the left. Just feeling for that stretch down your IT band. Again, you can take your right leg over on top of your left if you want to go for a little less of a stretch there. You might be thinking, do you know what, today I just want to feel loosey-goosey. And then wherever you've ended up, pushing into the left foot and bringing your knees back up to centre. Wrap your arms around your legs, give yourself a squeeze. And then gently take your feet down to the floor, and just with your palms facing flat to the floor, your feet, all four corners of your feet are on the floor. Push into your heels and lift your bottom off the floor. So we're just coming into Setu Bandhasana, which is bridge pose. It's just squeezing into your bottom, but don't clasp your hands at this time. Just feeling it into your bottom. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, roll it up, lifting your hips off the floor. Don't tuck your shoulders even, just using it into your body. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up, roll up. Exhale, lower down. Pull your knees in towards your tummy, give your legs a squeeze. And then just taking the left foot down to the floor. I'm just going to start with those circles with your left knee. Right foot down to the floor, circles with your left knee. Oh, it's going so well. Just feeling into your bottom, into your body. Just rolling onto that left glute, that left bottom. And then bring it to centre, taking your left foot on your right knee, opening out your right knee here, pulling your legs in towards you, and either take hold of the back of your leg, or the back of, or the front of your shin, or if you're feeling it, straightening out and just grabbing hold of your ankle there. That posture I can do it, but it's just not for me. it feels so forced. I don't feel like I get anything out of it. So I tend to sort of stick to this one where I can really feel out into the outer edge of my left leg. And just gently starting to rock side to side on your glutes, feeling into that massage. And then taking your legs over to the right. And again, you can either stack your knees, looking over to your left hand. Inhale deeply. Exhale. And just twisting a little bit deeper each time. Feeling into the part of that posture that serves you well. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Pushing into the knife edge of that foot. Gently bring your knees up to center. Taking that left foot off your knee. And this time we're going to go into full Setu Bandhasana. So pushing all four corners of your feet into the floor. Lifting your hips up. Clasp your hands together underneath your bottom, so interlinking your hands, and roll your shoulders underneath your body. Really push into that floor, squeeze into that bottom. Inhale, open your mouth, exhale. Inhale, open your mouth, exhale. Really keeping your hips lifted. Really pushing into the floor. Inhale. And as you exhale, gently lowering your body down onto your hands for me. Unclasp your hands and plant your palms on the floor. So this time your bottom is on the backs of your hands, but your shoulders are still tucked in. And then you're going to lift your chest up off the floor and gently, if it feels good to you, let the top of your head come to the floor. This is Matsyasana, Lord of the Fishes pose. And to undo it, gently curl your head in towards your body, so your chin to your chest. Let your body come out. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your knees in towards your tummy, wrap your arms around your body, and then we're going to rock up to seated. Not too many, just however you feel like you get there the nicest. Nice little change of poses for a change. So just coming to rock up to seated. And now you're going to bring your hands either side of your body. And I want you to work your hands so that they're a little bit forward of yourself. So maybe they're in line with your legs. And what you're going to do is pull your toes in towards your body. And I want you to lift your right leg, keeping yourself forward. Hold it, squeeze it there. Inhale. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, left leg rises. Really pulling your toes back towards your tummy. Squeezing into that left leg. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, both legs lift. Squeeze it, both legs hovering off the floor. Pull your toes towards your tummy. And exhale, lower it down. And now what we're going to do is walk your hands behind you, turning your palms to face so your fingertips are away from you. Walk your feet in towards you. Lift your hips up off the mat. Roll your shoulders back, coming into reverse tabletop. Inhale. Exhale, lower it down. One more time. Sorry, two more like that. Inhale, lift. You can let your head drop back if that feels good to you. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Pull your knees in towards your tummy. Give yourselves a squeeze. And then we're going to come to tabletop pose. So coming onto your knees. And just stepping back with that right leg, pushing back into that right heel. Inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to lift your left knee off the floor. Inhale deeply. Exhale, left leg goes back and hovers, so pushing it back. Keeping that plank pose, pushing through your hands. Inhale deeply. Exhale, left knee towards your body. Inhale. Exhale, straighten it out, lift it up. Inhale deeply. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Don't arch it, just keeping in that plank pose. Inhale deeply. Exhale, send it back, plank pose, lower your knees down, and then coming all the way down to cobra pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tabletop pose. So stepping back this time with your left leg. Stretching through that calf muscle to start. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, lift that right knee off the mat. Inhale. Exhale, send it back. Inhale deeply, really pushing through all 5 fingers. Exhale, right knee to nose. Keeping your back nice and straight here. Look forwards. Inhale, working into those shoulders. Exhale, send it back. Inhale deeply. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale. Exhale, send it back. Inhale deeply. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale. Exhale, send it back. Lower down, knees down, chest down, chin. Inhale, cobra pose. And then exhale, lower all the way down. Bring your fingertips about 10 centimeters in front of the mat. Pushing into your fingers, pushing into the backs of your feet. Inhale, lift up into a nice open cobra pose. Squeezing your shoulder blades together and making sure that your shoulders aren't hitching up into your ears. Squeezing your bottom together, inhale. And exhale, lower down. Walking your hands a little bit closer to your body. Inhale deeply, elbows point back. Exhale, pushing into the mat, lift up, squeeze up, roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale, exhale, lower down. Hands either side of your body, and this time you can go into full up dog if you're feeling it. Otherwise, just another nice gentle cobra pose. Otherwise, if you're going into up dog, pushing into the backs of your feet, pushing into your hands, lift up your upper body, and the only thing touching the floor at this stage is your 5 fingers, your palms and the backs of your feet, squeezing your bottom here. Roll your shoulders back and down, hold it. Inhale, then tuck your toes and sit back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale deeply, exhale. Inhale, rock forwards, look forwards. Exhale, lift up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forwards, look forwards. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forwards, look forwards. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tent up your fingers on your right hand and turn your tippy toes to face the right edge of the mat. Bring your heels to the floor, so your heels and your toes are in line now on the knife edge of your left foot. Just stretching through that side body there. Inhale, coming to center. Flatten out your right hand and tent up the fingertips on the left hand, turning both heels to face the long edge of the mat on the right side. Really pushing your hips up to the sky, feeling for a nice side body stretch in that side. Really waking up the body this morning, strengthening through those shoulders and stretching out those legs. Inhale to center. We're going to rock forwards into plank pose. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forwards, look forwards. And exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. Elbows are tucked in if you're going halfway. Squeeze them towards your sides. Then roll up, look up, shoulders back and down, heart lifts into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. It's hard going on your upper body today, guys. Tuck your toes, push up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. And then you're going to spread out your fingers as wide as you can. Bend your knees, Look to your fingertips. Inhale and exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, look forwards, bend your knees. I want you to visualize yourself jumping to the mat. Then change your mind. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, look forwards, bend your knees. I want you to clasp into the mat as much as you can. And instead of stepping forward, I want you to jump. But imagine trying to kick your bottom to get there. So pushing into the palms of your hands, grabbing the mats with the soles of your fingertips. Bend your knees as if you're going to jump forward, kick your bottom and jump forward. That's it, well done. And then we're going to reverse that. Inhale, look forwards, rock the weight onto all 5 fingers, look forwards, and you're going to jump back. Give it a go. Brilliant, amazing. One more time, pushing back into downward facing dog. Look to the front of the mat. Clasp those fingers, bend your knees and try and kick your bottom as you jump forward to the front of the mat. Absolutely amazing. Inhale, look forwards and straighten. And as you exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Rocking side to side. Feeling for the stretch in your IT bands. Bend your knees. Raise your hands forwards, coming into Utkatasana, chair pose. Hold it there. Imagining like your hands are a direct extension of your heart. Inhale. Push for your heels, raise your arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center, Samsiti. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky. Exhale, sit back into chair pose. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Hands come together in prayer. Pull your hands towards heart center, rocking your weight into your right leg and sending your left leg forwards, finding your drishti, coming into Virabhadrasana 3. 3 breaths here. Bottom leg is strong. Left leg is pointed or flexed, however you feel good. Core is tight. Inhale. And as you exhale, bending into the front knee and with control, sending that left leg back, turning the left foot in. So I'm going to swap round so you can see me from this side. So we're coming into Warrior 1 now. Inhale, arms rise. And with your Warrior 1 stance, your back leg should be ever so slightly to the right in this position. So bending into the front leg, I want you to take your left hand and just have a feel around there. Take it up, so round underneath your armpit. Then take that left arm up, take the right hand underneath your left armpit and pull your upper body round to the front of the mat. Okay, so your upper body is now facing forward. Now looking over your front leg, really pushing into that back heel, by the way. And if you feel like you're struggling for balance, make your stance wider. And in this posture, I want you to have a look down your knee and make sure that your knee is tracking over your little toes and not your big toe. Inhale deeply, really pushing into that back heel. Shaking is good. And as you exhale, turning your body to face the long edge of the mat, open your wings. And in your Warrior 2 alignment, you're going to push into the knife edge of that back foot. You're going to have a look down your foot and make sure your knee is still tracking over your little toes and not your big toes. And now if I show you front onwards in this pose, when you're in your Warrior 2, holding it there as much as you can, pushing into that back heel, people have a tendency to push their bottom back. That's not how it is. You want to pull your pelvis underneath. And I know that you've been holding this a long time, I promise it's coming. But you want to make sure that your knee is tracking over your little toes, your hips are pointing in, and your arms are going. So I should almost make a straight line in this posture. And you have heel to arch alignment here. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, straighten your front leg, reach your arms up to the sky. Inhale, and now we're going to go into a Utthita Trikonasana, so spreading your wings wide, reach forwards. So don't just go down, reach forwards, so your left hip kicks back, and your hand comes down to your shin, and reach up to the sky. And again, like in Warrior Two, the idea is I should make a straight line from the tip of my finger. So your hand might come to your shin, your thigh. You may get it to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Now pushing into your feet, legs are strong and straight. Lift your body up. Inhale. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, float your hands up to the sky, straightening your front leg. Inhale, Warrior Two. Exhale, reach it up. Inhale, Warrior Two. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, and as you exhale, Warrior Two. Coming into reverse warrior, take your left hand down, bending into your front knee, reach up and over with that right arm, with control, really pushing down through all four corners of both feet. Inhale, Warrior Two. And as you exhale, turning on your back foot, bring your hands to the floor, step back into plank pose. Lovely. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, your choice. Inhale, roll up, shoulders back and down, heart lifts. And as you exhale, tuck your toes, push up and back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, rock forwards, look forwards. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, rock forwards, core engaged. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look to the front of the mat. Imagine yourself kicking your bottom and floating into your hands. So you've got to really imagine pushing for your hands for the jump. Inhale, and as you exhale, jump or float forwards to the front. Inhale, look forwards, nice straight back. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Pushing into your heels, keeping those knees bent. Raise your arms up into chair pose. Tummy tight, pushing into all four corners of those feet. Reach up, straighten up, reach to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, hands come together in prayer. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Rocking your weight onto your left foot this time, hands come to heart center, sending your right leg behind you, coming into Warrior Three. 3 breaths here, really pushing into the front foot. Knees lightly bent, keep soft. Inhale. Exhale, really pushing up and back through that back leg. Finding your drishti, your gazing point. Inhale. And as you exhale, bending into the front knee and with control, landing it back behind you. Bending into that front knee, really pushing into the back foot. Raise your arms up to the sky, Warrior One. Take your left hand under your right armpit, pull yourself around, pushing into that back foot again. Raise your arms up to the sky. Inhale. Right, left knee tracks over your little toes. Exhale. Inhale deeply, pushing into that back foot. And as you exhale, open your wings out, turning your body to face the long edge of the mat. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Really looking down at your feet, so it should be heel to arch alignment here. Really pushing into the feet. Spreading through those wings, shoulders are down and relaxed. Inhale. Exhale, two more breaths here. Have a look down that front knee. Is it tracking over your little toes? Inhale. Exhale. Pushing into the front leg. Inhale, straighten your legs, straighten your arms up to the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, open your wings, reach forwards and down, kicking that right hip back, coming into Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. And you can look to the sky, you can look to the floor, wherever your neck feels good for you today. Now with strength and control, pushing into your feet, raise your body up to center. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Turning to face the front edge of the mat. Bring your hands down to the floor. Step back into plank pose. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Really pushing through the floor. Inhale. Exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, rock forwards, look forwards. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forwards, look forwards. Exhale, downward dog. One more time. Inhale, look forwards. Rock forwards, look forwards. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look to the top of the mat. Imagine that float. Imagine that you're going to float through air and you're going to bend into your knees, clasp your fingers onto the floor and jump forwards. Inhale, look forwards and straighten. And exhale, bend your knees and fold. Inhale, raise your arms up, coming into chair pose. Inhale, tummy tight, core engaged. Exhale, reach for the stars. Inhale, exhale, hands come to heart center. Close your eyes, pause and feel. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, sit it back, chair pose. Hands come to heart center. Taking your left elbow on the outside of your right knee, taking it into twisted chair. And again, having a look down at your knees, making sure that they're in line and not one knee is forward of the other. Inhale. Exhale. Look to the floor now, bring the weight into your right foot. And you're just going to take a step back with that left leg coming into twisted high lunge. Inhale deeply. Pushing into that front foot, raise your arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, bending forwards of your legs, bring your tummy towards your knee. Inhale. And as you exhale, taking your hands down to the floor. And you're going to rock your weight onto the left foot and stack your feet over, coming into Vashisthasana. Reaching up through your right leg if that feels good to you. And if it doesn't, stack your feet, one in front of the other. Lifting your hips up to the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, taking your right hand down to the floor into plank pose. Inhale. And as you exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, stepping it forward, lowering your back knee down. Inhale, arms rise, Anjali Asana. And as you exhale, take your arms out in a letter W. And then clasp your hands behind you, roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale deeply, lift your heart, lift your chest. Exhale. Inhale, arms rise. And as you exhale, hands come down to the floor. Tuck your back toes and lift your back leg up to the sky into standing splits. Inhale deeply. Exhale, foot meets your right and fold. Inhale, bend your knees, reach your arms into chair pose. Push through your heels, raise your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky. Exhale, sit back, chair pose. Hands come to heart center. Pause and feel really sitting into that chair. And as you exhale, taking your right arm over your left leg and just twisting over to the right, to the left even. Inhale. Exhale. And bring the weight into your left foot this time. Bring your tippy toes to the floor of your right foot and then step back, coming into twisted high lunge. Inhale deeply. Exhale. And with strength and control, unleash your twist and raise your arms up into high lunge. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale, lean forward, bring your belly towards your thigh, reach forward for your fingertips. Inhale deeply, front leg is strong. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Rock your weight onto your right foot and hand and stack your legs, coming into Vashisthasana on the right side. Inhale deeply. Exhale, really pushing your hips up to the sky, pushing strong through that grounded hand. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, take that left hand down to the floor. Inhale, look forwards. And exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale, lift up, roll your shoulders back and down. Exhale, push it up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, stepping it forward. Inhale, look forwards. And exhale, lowering your back knee down. Raise your arms up to the sky into low lunge. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, your hands come down to the floor. Tuck your back toes and step up, coming into standing splits, pushing through that grounded foot. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Trying to keep your hips nice and straight. And it doesn't matter if your leg gets all the way up, just to where it feels good in your body. Inhale. And as you exhale, right foot comes to meet the left. Bending into your knees, inhale, raise your arms into chair pose. Push through your heels, reach to the sky. Hands come together in prayer. Walking your feet about mat distance apart. Raise your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, I want you to sit back, pushing into your feet, leaning forwards. Pushing into all four corners of your right foot, all four corners of your left foot. Bring your hands to heart center and sit down into yogi squat at the front of the mat. Hands come together. Deep breath in. Open your mouth, long breath out. Bring your hands to the floor in front of you. And you might want to step your feet back a little bit, making sure that your elbows are bent at a 90-degree angle. We're going to go into crow pose now. Doesn't hurt to try. So making sure that your knees are in line with your forearms. Really squeeze your forearms with your legs. That's one of the best tips I can give you. Plant your fingers on the floor and lift your hips up a little bit. And then just start to rock front to back, until eventually, squeezing into those forearms, you take flight. And maybe you bring your toes together today to touch. Inhale. Remember to look forward of your mat. Exhale. Inhale deeply. And exhale, lower it down. Coming to sit on your bottoms. Lovely. Take your right foot in front of you. Pull that left knee in and step it over your right leg. Take your left hand behind you, raise your right arm up to the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, hugging that knee in, looking over your left shoulder if that feels good to you. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, twist a little deeper. And making sure at this stage that you're sat nice and straight up, no arching of your back. So using that back hand to really push into the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Unwrapping that, bringing your hands to your right side. Inhale, lift up. As you exhale, coming to centre. Taking that left leg out and pulling that right knee in. Giving it a nice squeeze in. Take that right foot, step it over your leg. Right hand comes behind your body. Roll your shoulders back and down. Lift up your left arm and really pull in through that leg there. So really pull that leg in towards your body with your right hand. If you want, you can step your elbow over. I always find this gives me a more beneficial squeeze. Stops me from falling over too. So really pushing into those fingertips there. Looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, coming to centre. Take your hands to your left side. Lift up. And then taking your right foot to meet your left. Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, hands come in front of you, roll your chin to your chest and gently bring yourself down to the mat. Pull your knees in towards your tummy, wrap your arms around your legs and give yourself one last squeeze. Thank you for this body, thank you for this soul, thank you for this mind. And then coming down into your favourite Savasana. Perhaps your feet are together, knees apart. Perhaps your palms face the sky. Today you've come to the mat for you, to listen to you. Whatever hasn't served you in the past, it doesn't matter anymore. It's just about now. Wish away anything, anyone that doesn't serve you. Remembering that it's just you in this world. People come, people go. The only person you're to look after the most is you. And as long as you're happy and you're doing things with positive mental attitude, and you're listening to yourself and your body, everything will be fine. Just do you, and the universe will follow. Please spend a few minutes in Savasana. Take time for you.